What if I told you that one cursed night could connect 2 continents, 2 centuries, and countless unexplained deaths? On June 21st and 22nd, the summer solstice, strange events have been whispered about for generations. Some believe the barrier between our world and something far darker becomes dangerously thin. In 1879, a floating black coffin appeared over a cemetery in London. 3 days later, the priest who confronted it was dead, but not before warning that an ancient evil had crossed the Atlantic in search of new victims. 48 years later, deep beneath an abandoned coal mine in Pennsylvania, 7 teenage boys encountered something no human should ever see. Only 6 came back alive. Was it a coincidence, a forgotten legend, or was the same cursed entity hunting across time, waiting for the longest day of the year? Turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and stay with me until the very end, because this mystery has never been solved. Hello friends, I'm your friend Ratul. Today I'm going to share with you a special story from the history, so stay tuned. Chapter 1. The year was 1879. The night of June 22nd. A thick fog blanketed London's famous Highgate Cemetery. In the dead of night, residents of a house right beside the cemetery saw something outside their window that froze their blood. Floating in midair, some 10 to 12 feet above the ground, was a pitch-black wooden coffin. The terrified family immediately sent word to the local church's head priest. The priest arrived with his holy cross and water, and began reciting Latin exorcism rites. But the harder he prayed, the more violently the coffin thrashed. Suddenly, with a deafening crack, the coffin's lid flew open. A skeletal hand wrapped in Victorian cloth emerged from within. It pointed straight at the priest, as if delivering the ultimate curse. Then the coffin floated away and vanished into the cemetery's dense woods. From the very next day, the healthy priest fell ill with an unknown fever. No medicine worked. Within 3 days, he was dead. Just before his final breath, he whispered, "The devil has been freed from his grave today. He is crossing the Atlantic through the depths of the earth, searching for new prey." Chapter 2. The Migration of Darkness. No one understood the priest's words. But according to occult researchers, the entity in that coffin belonged to some ancient dark sorcerer or vampire spirit that fed on human life force. Freed from beneath Highgate's soil, the malevolent power traveled along the Earth's magnetic fields, or ley lines, burrowing deep through the ground, across the Atlantic. It searched for a place where sunlight could never reach, where it could gather its strength anew. It chose a deep coal mine in Pennsylvania, America. That mine had been shut down under strange circumstances back in the 1870s, because many workers had gone missing while working in its depths. Chapter 3. Death Trap in the Belly of the Mine, Pennsylvania, 1927, exactly 48 years after the incident in London. The night of June 21, 1927. The longest day of the year. Standing at the mouth of that abandoned Pennsylvania coal mine was a group of 7 teenage boys. A bet had been made among them. Whoever could walk at least 50 steps into the mine at midnight and bring back a piece of coal would win everyone's pocket money. Carrying only 2 flashlights, they stepped inside. The air within the mine was unnaturally cold. After about 30 to 32 steps, they suddenly stopped in their tracks. When they switched off their flashlights, they saw a strange bluish light seeping out from the mine's walls. And through the middle of that light, a horrifying shape emerged, breaking through the stone wall itself. This was the same entity that had awakened at London's Highgate 48 years earlier. But years spent beneath the earth, in the heat of the world's core, had transformed its form. Its face had no features at all, as though it were a candle melted by excessive heat. Where its eyes should have been were 2 black hollows. Screaming in terror, the group of boys took off running. But 16-year-old Justin, at the back of the line, lost his balance in the darkness and fell straight into a deep ventilation shaft in the middle of the mine. The remaining 6 barely made it out alive. Chapter 4. Proof of the curse. The next morning, police recovered Justin's body. But the sight left the sheriff and the entire rescue team stunned into silence. Justin's body had melted and warped, as if it had been placed inside a furnace burning at thousands of degrees. There was no evidence of fire or gas anywhere in the mine. Doctors wrote in their report, "Unknown thermal trauma." In truth, just as that malevolent entity had drained the life force from the priest at Highgate, the same thing happened to Justin. This time, it drained all the energy and heat from his body in a single instant, turning him into a molten corpse. Conclusion: The endless wait in 1970, when hundreds of people descended upon London's Highgate Cemetery in a frenzy to hunt a vampire, tearing open graves, they had no idea that the real devil had left that place long, long before. Even today, on the night of June 21st, a strange blue light is said to seep from the cracks of that sealed Pennsylvania mine. And in the darkness of night at Highgate, London, an odd whispering can still be heard. Two continents, two different eras, but the devil's thirst remains the same. Perhaps it still waits in the darkness beneath the earth, for the next June 21st, hoping for new prey. How did you like this story? If you enjoyed it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and support us. If you've ever experienced something similar, feel free to share your story with me on my Instagram page. You'll find the link in the description box. Thank you, cuties.